ladybugs. How are we doing? Doing good? I hope so. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a chill day. We're going to dress Ashwin and Amadeo since I took their pictures yesterday that I wanted to take in the sage green. So now this is what he was wearing. He's got a little bunny on the front and little carrots and bunnies on his shirt. This is Ashwin. He's so cute. I think I love him and I love Amari. Totally love them. The Tegan kit is so cute. I think it looks so like curious. You know what I mean? Like it looks like a curious kiddo, you know? The only thing I don't like is how pink his lips are. That's the only thing. Like I like her lips better, Amari's lips. Where is she? Oh, there she is. She's got more like natural lip tone and he's got like a lot of pink on his lips, but that's a minor thing and I love him so much, so it's all good. All right, here's Mr. Ashwin all undressed. Look how cute he is. Isn't he? Doesn't this look like a curious little kid? Like it looks like he's about to say something like, what's that or why? You know what I mean? Little Ashwin, huh? Little Ashwin. He's got the textured skin, so he doesn't feel like vinyl. You know, he almost feels like a baby with dry skin, you know? Huh? Huh, Mr. Ashwin. Look at those little twofers. Look at those little twofers. Oh, the sun went behind a cloud. Isn't he just adorable? Look at this little boy. Yeah, look at this little guy. Huh? Oh, buddy. I wished now that I'm older, I love my daughters, but I wished I'd had a son, you know? When I had my first daughter, I really wanted a girl because I had a really like volatile relationship with my brother and he was incredibly abusive. So I wanted my daughter to be older than my son so she could like defend herself and protect herself. So that was important to me. But then with my second child, well, I always wanted 3. But with my second child, I wanted a girl because I wanted my daughter to have a sister. But I also wanted a boy because I already had a girl. So it would have been a dream come true if for my second pregnancy I had 2. I had a girl and a boy. That would have been perfect. And then I wanted a third child, but unfortunately it wasn't in the cards. Because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, my organs are really fragile. Anything that has a cavity in it is really fragile and can rupture. And I fell down the stairs. We were actually Angie and I were trying to get pregnant. I mean, obviously not me and Angie. We were using artificial insemination. But after like the second time that we did the artificial insemination, I fell down the stairs and I ruptured my uterus and it had to come out. And because Angie was working, you know, like crawling into machines and stuff, she couldn't be pregnant. So I had to give up on having my third child. But I always wanted 3. That was my dream, to have 3 children. I wanted 2 girls and a boy. And I had my 2 girls, and I was kind of hoping my next baby was going to be a boy. But it didn't work out that way. And that's okay. I have 2 beautiful, healthy daughters. In fact, when I had my hysterectomy, I had to have emergency surgery because my uterus had ruptured and I was bleeding internally. I was really upset about it, actually. I felt really like bad. I felt really depressed. And then I went to an appointment with my geneticist about 4 or 5 months after I had the hysterectomy. Look at this little man. Doesn't he look cute? And I love this on him. And she was like 42 and had put her career first, and she was talking about how much she was struggling to get pregnant. And I think that was when I realized I needed to be grateful for what I had, because I have 2 daughters. It's not like, you know, I tried to get pregnant and couldn't have any kids. I had 2 beautiful daughters. And most people with Ehlers-Danlos struggle to even have 1 baby, and I had 2. So when I left that appointment, that's when I like made the conscious decision. I'm not going to be depressed about this anymore. You know, even though I can't have another baby, I have 2 beautiful, healthy girls. And So looking at the struggle that she was going through to even have one baby, and she doesn't have Ehlers-Danlos. That's not where the story was going. She just, struggled because she was older. And anyway, so when she kind of was telling me about her struggle to have her first baby, I was like, oh, what am I being depressed about? Like, seriously, what am I upset about? I have two beautiful, healthy daughters, like, and then she was telling me in that appointment how lucky I was because most people with my disease struggle to even have one baby. So I was like, you know what, she's right. What am I being depressed about, So that's when I decided I wasn't going to be depressed about it anymore. And I was just going to be grateful for what I had because I did have two beautiful daughters. So that's kind of how that went. I think it's always easy to want more and forget to be grateful for what you have. You know what I mean? I think it's easy in our society to always want more, or the grass is greener, and then to forget to be grateful for what you do have. We all are always thinking about, the next vacation or buying something we want instead of being grateful for what we have. But there are people out there in the world who truly don't have even half of what you and I have. You know what I mean? So I think that it's really important. Well, it's okay to dream and it's okay to have aspirations and like want more. It's also equally important to be grateful for what you do have. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Look at you. You look so cute. This looks so cute on him. I haven't ever put this on him, but look how cute he looks. See, I'm a little crabby. I'm a little crabby. I'm a little crabby boy. You're not a crabby boy. You're a happy boy, huh? Your mama's a little happy chappy, huh? Oh, there's my little man. Who's behind me? Everly. Everly's behind me. There's my little happy chappy, huh? There's my little happy chappy. And now I have all the boys I want. And they'll never grow up. They'll never grow up and never get married and never leave mama, huh? They'll always be my little babies. I think that's one of the things I love about reborns is like, they don't, like kids this age, like the toddler age, they're wanting to be independent and they're pulling away, and the older they get, the further they pull, you know what I mean? And when you have the reborns, you can hold a baby anytime you want and they don't grow up, and you get to just kind of freeze time in this stage of life. And I love it. I think it's awesome. Huh. So Ashwin will always be my baby boy, huh? He'll never grow up and leave mommy, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Are you a little crabby boy? This crab would be so cute if it had little brown buttons for the eyes. The eyes are embroidered. These little parts here. The eyes are embroidered, but they would look so cute with little wooden buttons, I think. What do you guys think? I think that would be adorable. I might actually see if I can find some. I have a whole bunch of buttons. I might have some wooden buttons that I think would be so cute if I sewed them on there for the eyes. Huh. Are you all dressed? All dressed and happy, boy? Okay, let's get your brother. Sit down, Ashwin. Ashwin. Come here, buddy. And then we got Amadeo. Amadeo, Amadeo. Amadeo, Amadeo. It's actually Amadeus in the song, but we're just going to sing to Amadeo, huh? Mr. Amadeo, huh? Mr. Amadeo, look at this smiling kid. How could you not just love this face? Look at this little boy. He's so cute. It's funny because I have a lot more girls than I have boys, but I love my little boys. I never did have a little boy, so I love my little boys, They get to be the boys I didn't have. I was bummed that I didn't get my third child, but at the same time, hold on, I gotta fix this diaper. At the same time, I just realized that, when you're not grateful for what you have, it's so easy to lose what you have if you're not grateful for it. And I didn't want to not be grateful for my daughters, or I didn't want my daughters to think that I was so depressed because I couldn't have another baby or I couldn't have a son and they weren't enough. I didn't want them to have that feeling. So that's why I was like, you know what? It's okay. I have two beautiful daughters. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. All right. So we have this one for Amadeo. or we have this one for Amadeo, or we have this one for Amadeo. And I think I'm going to go with this one because I think the red will look really cute with the red in Ashwin's crab. So let's try this one on him. This one is, I think, 9 months, so it should fit him. Looks a little small, but yeah, it's 9 months, so it should fit. If not, we have 2 other options we can use after that. But let's see. Oh, he got a string on his shirt. I am having horrible allergies this year. Crazy. I mean, my cold is gone, but my allergies, like my throat is just almost constantly itchy, you know? Like I'm scratching it, when you use the back of your tongue to scratch your throat. Just constantly doing that to the point that my throat is like sore now because I've been doing it so much. My throat is just super itchy. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna have to start taking, I take Benadryl at night because of my mast cell activation syndrome, which is part of my EDS. I think I'm gonna have to start taking some Benadryl in the morning to like combat my allergies, because man, it's crazy how much allergies I have this year. Sorry, I keep moving my hair because the fan is on. It keeps blowing it in my face. But it's actually been really nice the last couple days. Like it hasn't gotten really hot. It's like mild hot. It's probably like in the low 80s, so it's comfortable, Oh, this looks so cute on you, Amadeo. I don't think I've used this before, but I don't think I've ever put it on him. Look how cute he looks. Look at that boy. Mama's little happy boy, huh? My little happy chappy, huh? My little happy chappy, huh, Amadeo? He is my happy little boy. He's always happy, always smiling. Just an easygoing, happy little guy. Nothing makes him upset. He is my happy little man, huh? Amadeo and Ashwin were made at the same time by the same artist, but Amadeo's hair is so much thicker than Ashwin's, and I actually really like that because from my experience, and this is obviously not like an absolute rule, but from my experience, Asian babies have very little hair when they're young. It's very thin and fine. And so I think Ashwin's is very realistic, but Amadeo, I think of him as an Italian baby. He's got very thick, dark hair. He's just, I don't know. My type is Italian men. I love Italian men. Most Italian men. Not all of them, obviously, but most Italian men. That's my thing. Although my ex was American Indian. That's where my oldest daughter gets her dark skin and dark hair and dark eyes. She's got like almost the black eyes. And one of the things that's typical of not an absolute rule, but generally, is that the eyes are so dark on American Indians that the whites of their eyes almost have a bluish tint. And she has that. She's such a beautiful girl. She has such dark skin and curly black hair. She's so pretty. It's not really black, it's dark brown, but she's really pretty. Look at this happy boy. Look at you, elephants. Say I got Ellie pants, huh? You got Ellie pants? That's what he calls them, Ellie pants. Show the aunties your Ellie pants. I got Ellie pants. I got Ellie pants on my shirt. Yes, you do. You're such a happy boy. Doing the Irish jig. Such a happy boy. Look at that smile. I can't ever look at him and not smile. He's just such a happy little guy. He knows that life is good, and he just smiles, smile, smile, huh? Smile, smile, smile. Ah, love you, Amadeo. So here's little Amadeo. Amadeo is crawling now. I know he's a little older. He should have been crawling several months ago, but him and Ashwin are a little bit behind. Probably because mommy's held him so much, and they didn't get much tummy time when they were babies. He's only like, I don't know, what do I think he is? I think he's about 11 or 12 months. And crawling is perfect for him, huh? Huh, Amadeo? Say crawling is perfect for me. Yeah, he's been crawling for a while, but he's just now starting to get really good at it. Like he's really fast. He's scooting across the floor, huh? Look at that smile. That is a happy boy. I bet you could paint this kit to make it look like it was crying. Even though it looks like it's smiling on him, I find that a lot of these expressions, you can get very different looks. Like I saw an Adele, and the Adele doesn't look like she's crying, but she doesn't look like she's smiling either. You know, she kind of looks like she's about to fuss about something. And I saw someone who did an Adele, and it looked like it was made to be a smile. It was absolutely adorable. I love that version of the kit. But there's Amadeo. Huh. Say Amadeo, 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 Amadeo. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Huh. Yep, that's my boy. That's my Amadeo. Huh. Mwah. All right, guys. I'm going to show both of them to you, and then I'm going to let you go, and I'll do a second video. There's Amadeo. Look at that cute boy. He is so adorable. And then here's little Ashwin. We got both the boys dressed without too much fuss, which is good because Amadeo is my squiggler. He's my wiggler. He doesn't like to hold still when mommy dresses him. Ashwin's a pretty laid-back guy. There's not a lot that bothers him. He's pretty chill. Look at that face. Look at that face. All right. All right, ladybugs. I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Mwah. Bye.